hunky. Wow, look at that. Chiseled. Look at those abs. And guwapo. Yan, saktong-sakto. Tinitingnan ko kung sino yung i-guess natin. And I'm sure marami tayong matututunan mula sa kanya. This is your girl, Dyan Castillejo, and this is Sports and You. Ready na ba kayo? Tara, kasali kayo rito. From party boy to Fitspiration. I'm sure dati kung i-mention nyo ang pangalan Raymond Gutierrez, hindi nyo isipin na siya isang fitness inspiration. Pero na-prove ni Mond that with a lot of hard work, determination, and dedication, kaya. Kaya I'm so excited for you to hear his story, his fitness journey, ikakwento sa atin ni Raymond Gutierrez. So welcome to Sports and You, Raymond Gutierrez.
Hi.
I always love seeing you. I've been so inspired looking at your posts because to me you're one of the most amazing fitness transformations, and we love that.
Thank you so much. It's always an honor to see you. It's always so fun catching up.
Yeah.
And it's great to be here on your show.
Yeah. So take us back to your fitness journey. I mean, it was in 2017 when you decided I have to do something about my weight, like how it happened. What was your weight then?
I think before that, I would always kind of like try to dabble into fitness, but it just never worked out for me because I was also very inconsistent. I never really put focus in it. And in 2017, it was December, I remember, it was about to be Christmas. And my birthday's in January, and I said, do you really want to live another year of your life like this, where it's like full of false promises to yourself? So I really kind of just dropped everything and said, you know what? I'm gonna seek help. I'm gonna focus, and I'm not gonna see my friends for a while. I'm gonna stop going out. I'm gonna stop drinking, and really focus on my health because it was starting to affect my health more than anything.
Yeah, I read somewhere that at one point you couldn't go up a flight of stairs.
Yeah, like just going up a flight of stairs was a bit challenging for me. I would go on vacations, but I can't even swim in the beach because I'm so insecure of my body.
Yeah, what was your weight, like high?
I never owned a weighing scale. It was one of those fears that I had. So I never really counted my weight before. But yeah, it was when my health started getting affected, that's when it was kind of like a wake-up call, and I realized there were certain patterns where I would eat alone in my room because I was kind of embarrassed, and those were the things that I didn't want to experience anymore. So when I started my fitness journey, it was about asking for help. I had friends who were into fitness. They introduced me to my trainer, and they also joined me. I had friends who would...
who's it? Bubbles?
Bubbles, I had Isabel Daza, I had Erwan.
Yeah.
They would kind of encourage me to wake up in the morning because I was never a morning person. I was into nightlife before, so I was...
Wow, never a morning person, and our shoot is 7 a.m.
Yeah, now I wake up at like 5 or 6 in the morning every day. Yeah, so it's a total shift in lifestyle, but I have to say that it was the best decision I ever made. I did it for myself, and one of the things is you really just have to be consistent with it.
Yeah. For those who are watching who are maybe not in a good place right now, what kind of a lifestyle were you that got you into that shape? Because maybe sometimes when you're doing it, you don't really actually realize that you're falling.
Exactly.
So what were some of the things that you did that you didn't realize used to be normal for you and was just like making you super unhealthy?
Yeah, so before nightlife was a priority for me because I'm partner in some of the nightclubs here in Manila, and just throwing parties, throwing events. I'm a very social person, and part of that is the heavy drinking. And I would only eat unhealthy after I drink.
So parang the drinking led to eating.
Yes, the drinking led to unhealthy eating, and then of course the next day I was very tired, I was very sluggish, so it's not like I'm gonna work out I'm going to spend the whole day, and I had work pa on top of that. So on top of meetings, on top of TV, on top of producing, and then I would go out again. And it kind of became a cycle that I kind of got used to. It became a routine until, it was a wake-up call. And so for so many years, people were telling me, alam mo, guwapo kapag pumayat ka. Alam mo, dapat magpapayat ka na. But if it doesn't come from you, nothing will happen. You really have to want it.
Yeah.
And I kind of became okay with being the fat brother, the fat friend. I kind of became okay with that because I was still successful.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't happy. I knew I could do so much more with my life.
Yeah.
If I just focused and kind of took care of myself.
Great. So the first decision was wanting to do it, and then you called some friends.
Yes.
Yeah. So what did you do? You started running?
The first thing I started doing was spinning and boxing because they were kind of classes that were kind of fun. And, spinning, you were kind of like in a club atmosphere. So the transition from nightclub to spinning wasn't that, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I kind of like the vibe of this. Like they would still play loud music.
Yeah.
So Isabel Daza owns a spinning studio. So that was kind of my first foray into fitness. And then Ann Curtis introduced me to my trainer, Arnold, because she was training with him before. So that led me to the one-on-one training, which introduced me to weights, which I would never have touched otherwise.
Really?
Yeah, my first training session with Arnold, I couldn't even do one push-up.
What?
I didn't know what a bench press was. So it was kind of like all new to me. But what's great about it is he was telling me that it was kind of like a natural fit because apparently my body is made to be athletic, and good thing. But yeah, I realized a lot of things throughout.
Nice. So then you started to get into weights. And I remember when I saw you maybe, was it 2019? Parang you were already, you already lost 60 pounds and over.
Yes.
And now you're even like way fitter.
Well,
you took it a higher level.
Yeah, I think fitness, you go through kind of different flows. I think initially I just wanted to lose the weight, but then you kind of, what's the next phase? Where do we take this next? And it's about, building muscle and getting stronger and trying out new workouts. And it became fun for me and it became a lifestyle. So now, even when I'm traveling, I have to work out. I kind of need to do something to sweat it out, and it became fun for me.
Yes. So give us an idea of what you eat in a day.
So usually in a day, I have a lot of fish. I try to be a pescatarian as much as I can. So a lot of tuna, a lot of salmon, a lot of mahi-mahi. I eat a lot of asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower. And then for carbs, I usually have like adlai or quinoa or cauli rice. And you'd be surprised, during lockdown when the restaurants were closed and I was teaching my helper how to cook healthy.
Yeah.
I was like enjoying finding different recipes online.
Right.
And it was kind of like a fun activity for us.
No junk food ka talaga, or once in a while you do, right?
Now, because Arnold and I are in this phase where we're very, very focused on getting to, a body fat percentage that's below 10%.
Wow,
so,
is that the goal?
Yeah, that's the goal. So junk food is a no-no. But throughout quarantine, I did give myself a break. I would go crazy if I didn't have chips or chocolate during quarantine because
once in a while,
we were in total lockdown.
Yeah.
But now that we're easing up on the lockdown and we can go to the gym again, kind of restart our program, then junk food is a no-no.
Yeah. So do you work out every day?
I try.
And do you do only weights and no cardio?
I do cardio. For sure I do cardio. It's part of the program. I do about 30 to 50 minutes of cardio each day.
30 to 50?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Of elliptical or treadmill. Sometimes we will do an uphill sprint outside because I love doing sprints, but I dislike long distance running. Like when my friend Bubbles trains for her triathlons, I can't do that. And I like the elliptical and the treadmill because you can listen to music, you can still check your phone. Like I enjoy that. I enjoy that. I hate the long distance.
So your next goal is to get to below 10% body fat
yes.
percentage.
So last week we measured it at close to 10, like 9.9% now. So we just try to be consistent about it.
So you're getting fit. Is this so that you feel better? You just, where do you want to take it?
Who knows? But for me, it's a challenge that I like to take. It's a personal challenge for myself as to where I can take it. You know, what's the great thing about now, the silver lining in all of this, you know, uncertainty that we're going through is that I don't get to travel. So I do have all the time to focus on myself.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the problem between 2017 till now. There were moments where I would be traveling a lot and sometimes like, oh, like I gained a little bit of weight. I'll focus when I get back.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like the hurdle because I would travel constantly and it's just not the same when you're abroad, diba? Like, yeah, you'll kind of do cardio, but you're gonna eat pa rin.
Yeah.
So the silver lining in all of this is that I'm here and I want to focus on challenging myself to where I can take it next.
Yeah. Parang during the pandemic, we're so out of control, but one thing we can control is what we can do with our bodies.
Exactly.
So it's sort of like a way of like, you know, like achieving something or feeling fulfilled and
I mean,
making still every day count. No?
2020 already ruined everything else for us, so I hope it doesn't ruin our bodies. Like, it's time to focus on our health, and we do have the time for it now.
Yeah. So Raymond, your words of inspiration for people perhaps who haven't chosen to take the fitness road during this pandemic and they've just gone unhealthy or whatever.
Well, for me, you know, I want to give people an advice that it's never too late. I think there was a time in my life where I was like, I'm in my 30s, like, okay na to. Like, but as soon as you make that decision to focus on yourself and really focus on your health and your wellness and your body, not only is it going to affect your body in a really great way, but your mental state as well. Everything will kind of fall into place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to get to see a little bit of what you do. I'm so excited.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You're so lucky to have a trainer. I know Arnold is the trainer of all the stars. Hindi pa dyan nagtatapos ang aming chikahan with Raymond. When we come back, ipapakita ni Raymond sa ating kung anong mga exercises ang ginawa niya sa gym na nagpa-transform ng kanyang katawan. You have to see that when Sports and New returns.